I want to give you the opportunity right now. If your dad was watching, what would you say to him? What message do you have for Todd?
Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Hello, my gorgeous people, and welcome back to my channel. Today, we're going to be discussing Lindsie Chrisley's latest interview with Entertainment Tonight. Lindsie not only opened up about her very estranged relationship with her family, in particular her father, Todd Chrisley, but she also talked very candidly about where her complicated relationship with her family stands today. I do have another video that breaks down a lot more of the details of the drama within this family. If you guys want to go and check that out, of course, I will leave it linked in the description down below. But for those of you who don't know, Lindsie Chrisley actually made the decision to leave the family reality show Chrisley Knows Best back in 2017. And in July of this year, she announced that she was getting a divorce from husband Will Campbell after 9 years of marriage. Her father, Todd Chrisley, did share an Instagram message of support shortly after the divorce became public knowledge, but Lindsie told Entertainment Tonight that she did not feel the support was actually genuine because he did not reach out to her privately. As some of you may know, the Chrisley family is in a pretty massive legal situation at the moment, and allegedly Lindsie Chrisley plays a big role in all of it. Because of this, both parties' attorneys have advised them not to reach out to one another privately. In an interview with Entertainment Tonight last month, Todd Chrisley stated that he found out about his own daughter's divorce through a text message. And due to their legal issues, Todd had no choice but to send that communication to his attorney, and his attorney stated that he did not think it was safe for Todd to reach out to his daughter during that time. However, in Lindsie's recent interview with Entertainment Tonight, she argued the fact that it didn't make a lot of sense to her why they felt so pressured not to speak to her privately, yet they don't seem to have an issue speaking on her publicly.
I wish that the friction between Lindsie and her siblings and the jealousy that's involved there, I wish that had never happened. I don't understand it. I don't understand how all these kids can come from the same household, be given the same thing, and be loved the same way, in my mind, loved the same way. And then you have one that loathes all of their other siblings. I mean, Lindsie's made it very clear that she doesn't have it. She doesn't have a dad. I think last week we discussed I'm not her biological dad. But whether I am or whether I'm not, I raised her. So I claim her. As far as her having, she's made the statement that she has no siblings. You do have siblings. You have 4. We don't pick our family, we pick our friends.
She stated, "They seem to feel safe enough to speak on me publicly, so I feel that it would be in the best interest for everyone to be able to sit down and bring everything to the table and say, this is what it is. And just let the pieces fall where they may. I've extended that courtesy multiple times and never been taken up on it. So I think that speaks volumes." Lindsie also stated in her interview with ET that the only time she addresses her family is when she is responding to something they said publicly about her. She also stated that there was zero hope for them to reconcile and that her and her son Jackson have no contact with them, nor do they plan to. In Lindsie's own words, she said, "There will never be a moment where we reconcile. I think the most that anyone could ask for at this point is for everyone to go on with their lives as they see fit and just leave the other side alone. But at this point, there will be no chance for us to reconcile, and unfortunately, I'm going to continue to respond to the allegations they put out against me." During the interview, when she was asked if she even misses her family, Lindsie did acknowledge that in some ways she does miss them. She stated, "Of course I miss them. They're my family. But then in a lot of ways, I feel like it's a lot healthier for me to be where I'm at. I need to protect my peace, and I don't want to be drugged in the drama all of the time. Unfortunately, I'm the person that drama is always surrounding because I'm not a part of that family anymore, and so that makes me the outsider looking in, and I'm always the target." In last month's interview with Todd Chrisley, he said that he was open to reconciling with his oldest daughter. He says, "I pray to God every day. It has been the hardest thing I've been through because I don't know where to go from that. When you have had a child that you have loved the way that I have loved Lindsie, and then this happens, all I can do is pray that God blesses her and God gives her peace of mind and that God restores what can be restored." And according to the rest of the Chrisley family, they feel the exact same way. Lindsie's 25-year-old brother Chase actually shared with Entertainment Tonight, stating that he would always be there for Lindsie if she ever needed him. He said, "I haven't talked to her and I couldn't tell you how long, but if she ever needed anything, I'm always only a phone call away." One thing that we we do have to remember when it does come to the Chrisley Knows Best show is it is a reality show, which means more than likely it is scripted. Now, Todd and Julie both have been asked on multiple interviews if the show itself is scripted, and neither one of them have ever given a direct answer. They claim that they're just a regular American family with their own dysfunctions and that they are as real as possible. But they don't give a yes or no, which makes me inclined to believe that there is probably some kind of script in play. I personally love Chrisley Knows Best, and I do not ever miss an episode. I find it very, very entertaining, but I also think it's really important to remember that even with reality families like this that claim to be so real, they still have their own skeletons in their closet that I'm sure they do not want the public to know about. And if you look at it that way, it makes a lot more sense why Lindsie's narrative on how the family really operates is so much different from the rest of the Chrisley family's narrative. And don't get me wrong, you guys, I'm not sitting here saying that I think Lindsie is 100% innocent herself. I do fully believe, in my personal opinion, that she did betray her family, whether it was over jealousy or resentment, I don't know. All I'm saying is at the end of the day, you have her truth, his truth, and then the actual truth. Who do you believe in this whole situation? Or do you feel the same way I do in the fact that both parties are being dishonest? Let me know all your thoughts in the comments down below. Also, if you want to stay in the loop with everything going on with the Chrisley family, please consider liking the video, subscribing before you go, and tapping the bell for post notifications. That way you're notified every single time I upload. I appreciate you guys too, the moon and stars, and until the next time, mwah, bye!